Alright, step one, make sure that you protect yourself. Okay? I know. Take this. This is the Vaseline. And go put a thin coating around your edges first. If you hear any noise, that's the people upstairs. They just came in and they're very loud, so. And you're gonna put this here. Now, one thing you wanna make sure you don't do is disturb your scalp or put any abrasions on your scalp. I put on my sideburns because I have sideburns. Okay, and also around the nape of your neck. I can't really see it, but you can get the idea. I do these videos myself, so. Alright, and I know a lot of people like to put it inside there, but I don't think that you should, only because it slows down the process, and your scalp might not be burning, but your hair is. So I think that feeling that tingling sensation is important, because once I feel that, it's getting close to the time for me to take it out. Now that I've based around the perimeter, what I did before I put this up, I put oil on the ends of my hair. As you can see, it looks a bit oily. I put it at the ends of my hair to act as a barrier also for the chemical in case some gets on the ends of my hair, because that hair is already has a chemical process on it, the color and the relaxer. You don't want any falling on side there, because that will definitely lead to breakage. I have my gloves, my latex gloves, which, like I said before, you have to have them. You have to have some sort of barrier on your hands, because you are working with a caustic chemical. I mean, would you stick your hand in a vat of bleach? No, so don't do it with relaxer. Now, this is my relaxer here, and this right here. So, you know what, just for, yeah. You guys can't see it. Let me put this up more. See my scalp there. Okay? And what I'm going to show you is how to do the front, the back, and the front. Okay, now like I said before, the hair underneath this area is the most resistant, so that's where you start. But before you do that, remember the hair on the perimeter that we basted? This section right at the bottom here is going to be left for last, because that goes up into my ponytails, it rubs against my uniform. So that's also this is also the equivalent to the back here. See this right here, how it's coming out? Oops. Okay. And you're putting it on the new growth. Only on the new growth. Now, I'm doing this by myself, and that's because I've been doing it for a while. As you can see, when you're doing it by yourself, it's important to base the rest of your hair, because as you can see, I have little white spots on the ends of my hair, but that's okay, because remember, I put oil on the ends. And putting a relaxer in here like this also cuts down on waste. I use a no-lie relaxer. I use a lye relaxer, so I don't need, I don't have to mix it, which is a good thing, because like I said before, I don't like no-lie relaxers anymore, because they really underprocess your hair. They leave a calcium buildup, and that's why I had to do my corrective relaxer. If you want to know exactly what that means, check out my corrective relaxer video. Okay, I'm not going to use the comb anymore, because I could feel it better with my fingers. I'll just use that to part. Okay, and like I said, for me, I don't use a timer. And I don't use a timer because you know when your hair is where it needs to be. At least you should know. I I don't leave it in for very long. The lie relaxer, with the no lie relaxer, I can leave it in for 20 minutes and my hair would not get processed. Okay? So I know people say don't put it on your scalp, but my scalp is pretty tough and I have a mild, this is a mild relaxer, so it'll be alright. But like I said, I am not a licensed cosmetologist, so I just want to make that very clear. This is information I picked up on my 25 years. I've been doing my hair, if I'm 25, I'm doing my hair for almost 14 years myself. So you can't buy that kind of experience. And I've lost and grew my hair out way too many times to know. So like I said, and also the Mizani products, I use them because they're good. Nobody asked me to mention them. So I know we have to do that with the whole new laws with YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm just putting that out there. Anything that I use inside here is of my own accord. Nobody sent me anything. Nobody's asking me to endorse anything. Okay? And then you're going to put it right over here. And you see where I'm just patting it in? You don't need to go crazy with the relaxer. It is strictly for your new growth. Right now where I'm going is my center part. Can't really see that, but I can feel it. Okay? And I'm just patting it into my new growth. Patting it into my new growth. Now remember the section at the bottom here? Getting to it now. And the only drawback I find with this bottle is that you have to keep going like this to shake it and bring it up. So this section is finished. Now the front section where you can actually see a whole lot better. I'm gonna start right, here we go. I'm gonna start right here. Remember, underneath your hair is the most resistant. Thin strips are important. Oops! Now see that? When you have a big glob like that, and I'm glad that happened so you guys could see. Remember I put the oil on it? Just gonna take this section and wipe that off. And wipe that off. Okay, good. And like I said before, and that is the very reason, that is the personification of why it's important to base your scalp and protect the ends of your hair, because little mistakes like that happen all the time. And people think, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just a little bit. If I'd have left that on, that whole piece right there would have broken off. Okay? And you see, I'm not putting any to the edges of my hair. That will be left for the absolute last part. That is in like the last 3 minutes, because it's baby hair. Well, when I say baby hair, I mean it's the finest hair that grows around the perimeter of your hair. So it's the weakest, and therefore you leave it on, you know, for a shorter period of time. Okay? Like I said, pat it into, don't rub, don't scrub, pat. Because the minute you put it on, it's already started the straightening process. Okay. And I'm almost finished. So when I'm back, you'll see me with the full thing done. Okay. All right. I'll be back.